Just our chatter. I miss him telling me about the news every single day. I miss eating Tony's mom's cod cakes. You know, these are amazing. And I definitely don't miss one thing. Do you know what I don't miss?
What don't you miss?
I don't miss the blinds in the house and the curtains in the house opening and closing and the lights and how everything works in the house. And it's so technical all the time, Grandma.
Yeah.
And it's such a big challenge getting everything opened and closed because our house is so programmed. So much technology, you know? So that's what I don't miss. But we miss Toni so much.
Toni could talk you into anything. When over at their house one night, I found myself reviving a hedgehog with a bucket of water. I thought I was being punked.
My dad was all about hard work, but he was also about having fun. So when I went away to university, he said, you only have 4 years, make it count. So basically what he was saying was study and then party.
In business, Toni always used sports analogies to paint the picture, whether it was celebrating a slam dunk or him asking me who's on your bench, or the ever fearful question, Tori, who dropped the ball? Today, I continue to use sports analogies because of TG.
Catherine once told me to ask Toni how his Lulus were fitting. When I did, he proceeded to take his pants off and moon me with bright green underwear. True story.
So Toni loved April Fool's Day. So one year, the entire team decided to actually call in sick. Well, quickly he figured it out. So to get back at us, he decided that he would hide in the closet and try to scare us. Well, he scared me, and I punched him in the face, so he never did it again.
Toni was a facts and stats type of guy. If you were ever in a meeting with him and you said, I feel like, he would say, I don't want to know how you feel. Give me the facts and the stats.
I miss Toni walking in and saying, let's win this. His energy and enthusiasm would inspire the whole team. And when we won, Toni was the first one to want to celebrate. And when we lost, Toni would go to his office and crunch the numbers to see how we would win the next one. Well, Toni will win the next one for you.
Toni was my uncle, my godfather, and my boss. He was Portuguese, but wanted to be Italian, just like me.
So as everyone knows, Toni loved his hockey pool. Loved stats, loved talking smack about hockey. In 2016, I actually won the pool. Toni wanted to know my trick. It was actually which jersey I liked better on the team that was playing. Toni nearly fell off his chair.
Toni and I would often end a good day's work with a drink, but there was no such thing as one drink with Toni. One beer turned into pitchers, a bottle of wine turned into several bottles of wine, and then we'd be up all night carrying on into the wee hours of the morning. But we'd always get up for work the next day because, as Toni said, if you're going to go out with the boys, you're going to get up with the men. Well, cheers to you, old friend.
When Toni and I were kids, we were always pranking and we were always joking around, and we always used to laugh at each other and say, as we grew up, I want to be comedian. And that was our inside joke.
Toni was the life of the party. He liked to have fun so much that even one time when he had his appendix out, which wasn't necessary, Catherine, Toni, and I went to Montreal, got him up on the dance floor and the speakers, and made him dance and drink even though he was in pain.
TG hated when we would pull up our nylons. Actually drove him nuts. He'd say, I'm not adjusting myself all the time, so why don't you stop messing up with your pantyhose? And that's right, he actually called them pantyhose.
Toni, I'm your mother. I miss you. I love you.